be part of this forum, India Economic Conclave, where the leaders from different status deliberate and strategize on how to fast forward, how to fast track India's growth, how to make her a world-leading economy to be among the top 3. So I stand here representing a sector that is chartered to play a very crucial role in actually unfolding this incredible growth story, creating leaders, innovators, and the real force who will fuel this exciting drive. So I also want to then share how we in Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham, a research-focused premier institution of higher learning, we are innovating and delivering the challenge. Of course, closely working with the industry. So as we deliberate on how to build a workforce for the future, let me begin by sharing a prediction that actually eloquently captures the enormity and complexity of the task. The prediction comes from a World Economic Forum study. The WEF predicts 60% of the children entering primary school today will end up working in completely new job types that don't exist today. Now, the task is cut out both for academia and the industry. The task is to prepare a workforce for tomorrow for the jobs that is not even heard of or have foreseen. And that asks for creativity, imagination, and innovation to anticipate what are going to be those future skill requirements. And accordingly, and the job contents, and then prepare a labor force with the skills and traits that will enable them to adapt quickly and successfully to any unforeseen, and then become the fuel for the growth story in the coming decades. So you cannot really predict what skills will be required in the future, but you can prepare them with those traits which will make them quickly adapt to those unforeseen. See, when some sectors are still working with transitioning from, say, 3.0 to 4.0 or 4.0 to 5.0, industry 4.0 or 5.0, some others are already talking about industry 6.0, which will be enabled by a completely integrated intelligent systems that will fully operate completely autonomous. That would be a combination of human intelligence and artificial intelligence, human and robotic collaboration, cloud computing, the quantum computing, so on and so forth. So this requires a very multidisciplinary, multi-skilled, and at the same time, flexible, adaptive, and creative workforce. Now, if you really look at the Future Jobs Report, that is the 2023 released by World Economic Forum, it observes that the job skills landscape is drastically changing because of the technological disruptions and demographical changes, etc. It predicts you will lose around 83 million jobs in the next 5 years, and it will create new 69 million jobs. So what that means is, in next 5 years, you have some jobs which are being lost. 83 lost and 69 newly created. Now, the fear is not as much whether AI will replace your job. The fear is actually, will your job will be, lost to a person who is more superior in AI skills. And that makes the workers forced to upskill and reskill in AI-related jobs. What are the main jobs going to be? Obviously, as we all know, the top of the list is AI and ML specialist. And then comes sustainability specialist, as we know a lot of talk on sustainability going around. And business intelligence analyst, information security, fintech engineers, data analysts and scientists, robot engineers, and the list goes. What are the future skills then that would be required to cater to these jobs? The top of the list of the job was AI and ML engineers, but the top of the list of the skill is not really Python programming. The top of the list, they are cognitive abilities, social skills, and technology skills. That is like the top of the list is analytical thinking. Analytical thinking, critical thinking, resilience and flexibility and agility, motivation and self-awareness, curiosity and lifelong learning, technology literacy. Let's say like those are the cognitive skills and bionic skills, which is basically your skills to operate to the AI and robotic technologies. Amrita is essentially doing this with a lot of changes in the way the training happens and how the innovations are encouraged. Say, for example, the School of AI is completely following a project-based learning and continuous evaluation method. Similarly, the life skills are integrated completely into the curriculum with a accredited course that runs across semesters, 3rd to say 7th semester, and the regular industry collaboration to get the curriculum updated and their interactions, etc. Apart from that, we also deal into a lot of collaborative research where industry and academia come together to create knowledge and create value. One of the classic example I want to put here, before I conclude, in fact, Amrita, the professor, built a bulletproof, blast-proof, fire-proof composite material, which is now used in army to create the army, their armament, as well as the infrastructure, which is actually saving an import of 20,000 crore a year. That's a classic example of how industry, government, and academia can work together in the indigenization of India's armament. India needs to identify these key areas, AI, e-mobility, semiconductor space, and come up with a strategy, a deliberate, a purposeful, and imaginative policy and actions plans by government, by the academia, and by the industry, which will define our trajectory of growth to 50 trillion by 2050. With that, let me close. Thank you very much.